Welcome to Update 1 on now Tropical Storm Grace, which has just formed last night in the North Atlantic Ocean. It is the 7th storm of the Atlantic hurricane season so far, and has quite great potential, and a lot of the models are actually showing a quite intense storm. A lot, including the GFS showing a major hurricane, as well as some others showing just hurricane status or Cat 2, while one model shows Cat 4. Current storm is at 40 miles per hour according to NHC, 50 miles per hour according to me. Has some quite nice cloud tops around the center now. That wasn't the case earlier, but it has regained some of those cloud tops around the center. And it does have quite really intense cloud tops just to the west of its center at the moment, which appears to be actually the strongest side of the storm at the moment, while typically it's the east side of a storm. NHC track and warnings for this storm, expected anyways, currently brings it straight over Hispaniola and Cuba, although a lot of the models are now bringing it south of that location, which seems to be the more likely option at this point. Current watches and warnings: there is a tropical storm watch out for the eastern portion of Dominican Republic, and there is tropical storm warnings out for the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as Puerto Rico. My expected track, as well as the NHC's and the HWFI model. The HWFI model brings it straight into the Yucatan as a highly intense Cat 3 storm. I expect this storm to not quite be as intense, but still around that same level of intensity. I have this going just south of Cuba and just north of the Yucatan, while the NHC brings it straight over both islands. Current sea surface temperatures are very warm in the Gulf, all at around 30 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius in some isolated areas. The track that this storm is supposed to take will keep it over 30 degrees Celsius waters essentially the whole time, only passing into 29 degrees occasionally, at least if you follow the expected track for this storm. Predicted intensity for the storm: NHC really going low, only showing a 50 mile per hour storm at the end of the 5-day mark, while showing a 60 mile per hour peak in total, while me and the HWFI model both showed this getting to at least Cat 2 status. I'm showing 100 miles per hour, while the HWFI is showing a whopping 115 miles per hour or 120 miles per hour. It is really close to getting up to even 125 miles per hour on that model run. The GFS picking up on a highly intense storm, as well as the CMC. Current intensity: the ADT version 8 has it at 73 miles per hour, which is just 1 mile per hour away from being a hurricane, while the ADT version 9 has it slightly lower, only at 70 miles per hour, but that is still a very intense storm. I am going with 50 miles per hour, although I believe that this could be approaching 60 in the near future or tonight. And the NHC has it at 40 and approaching 50 tonight at some point tonight. Potential damage index is currently a stage 4, with a 4 on the rainfall, a 4 on the speed, 5 on the winds, and a 4 on the surge. The winds could be up to 115 miles per hour if this storm were to have the proper conditions and avoid Hispaniola and Cuba. The rainfall is supposed to be moderate, 10 to 15 inches in isolated areas for the Caribbean in the next 5 days, and it is moving currently at a rapid pace of 20 miles per hour all the way up to 30 miles per hour. It's in the middle-ish of that at the moment. And as you can see, it is expected to decrease in speed just based off the forecast models and the intensity models. It's supposed to decrease in speed as it begins entering the Gulf, which is why the speed is lower on the scale. And the surge could be potentially up to 10 feet or higher if this storm were to intensify into that Category 3 that some of the models are expecting. Thank you guys for watching this update on Tropical Storm Grace. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and come back for more updates.